Okay, so now that we've got our nameplate cut out, we're going to start to put this together. So there's a couple things that we need here in order to put this together. We've got the nameplate, obviously, that we cut out, all of the pieces. We've got our back. All right, we've got our back. We've got our two middle spacers, and then we have our top. All right, so we've got our nameplate. We've got the strip of LED, which we cut for you. We've got our battery connector. We have a wire, a small, about 6-inch piece of wire. We've got our switch, glue, wood glue, two 1-inch screws, and 10 5/8-inch screws. We also have some soldering wire, our soldering iron, which I do have plugged in, so I'm going to move this out of the way shortly, and a screwdriver. All right. The only thing that I don't have here is the switch cover, which I will have once we start soldering things together. I'll have that all set and ready to go. So I'm just going to move the soldering iron out of the way just because I do have it plugged in. I do not want to get burned. So I've moved that out of the way because I don't need that right now. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that when I'm putting this together, I always have the same face that's facing. It has a lighter side and a little bit of a darker side. So I'm just going to move the top out of the way because I'm going to be working with just the middle spacers and the bottom or the back for right now. So first thing, make sure that you don't have any of the screw holes filled. So I'm just going to pop those out. I'm going to use the screwdriver to just go ahead and you can see I just go ahead and pop those out real quick. All right, so you might have some of them still covered. You might not. They all might be loose and not there. All right, so what I want to do is I actually want to glue these three pieces together. All right, so to do that, I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and I'm going to attach that and hold it together with screws while the glue dries. So I'm going to use the shorter 5/8-inch screws. So I'm going to move the 1-inch screws out of the way because those will be for later. So I'm going to grab these 5/8-inch screws. All right. Open up my glue, make sure it works, my glue bottle. I want to flip these so that I have the lighter side showing. And I just want to add a little bit of glue. You do not want to go overboard on this. The more glue you add, the more it's going to squeeze out, and it's going to be really difficult for your lights to adhere. So just okay. So again, just a real thin amount of glue. Now here I added a bit too much glue right down here. So I'm just going to spread that out just to help put this together. So now I want to go ahead and start to put this together. So I'm going to flip this over, make sure that that notch for the wires all lines up. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned because the screws will help align those. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick any corner to start in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screw that down. All right, you do have to put a little bit of pressure on the screws. Okay, I'm not going to fully tighten them down yet. I just want to get them started. All right, I like to start with just about the corners and then the middle. Okay, and you'll feel it grab. All right, so I've got the middle there, the corner over here. And again, you do have to use a little bit of pressure. You do have to work fairly quickly so that this glue does not set up on you because it will dry takes about 15-20 minutes to fully dry. Okay. So right now they're not fully in. Right. So now what I'm going to do, I just flipped it up on its side. I'm going to tighten these down completely. And I don't want to over tighten them, just enough to pull everything together. And you'll see you will get, or you should get, a little bit of glue that's going to squeeze out. So just tighten them down just enough, right, all the way around. Right. Now some of them are a little bit harder. Again, you do want to make sure you're keeping good pressure. You don't want to have any gaps. Right? Again, don't over tighten them. All right, so right now I've got it all set. I want to check and see. I've got, if you look, I've got a little bit of glue squeezing out on the inside. I just want to clean that off. All right, I just use my finger for that. So check around. All right, everything looks good. Okay, look, see if there's any gaps. I don't see any gaps. So if you do happen to see a gap, I saw one here earlier, probably. So if you happen to see a gap, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's a little gap there. You just want to make sure, again, tighten these down. Just get them tight enough, all right? Feel a little bit of resistance. So that, say this screw right here is not all the way in. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that one as well. Tighten that down. Okay, so now this is all set. So for right now, I want to let this glue dry. Again, it takes about 15 minutes or so. I did not use a lot of glue. So I'm just going to move this off to the side.